So check out this book. It's What's for Dinner and What to Do with the Leftovers. At least the first part of that title may be one of the most frequently spoken lines in the kitchen, I would have to say. But the second part of that, What to Do with the Leftovers, is one of those questions that rattles around in the chief cook's head probably each and every night. And with us this morning in our Builder Source kitchen is author Karen Ginsberg. Thanks for being here, Karen.
Thank you for having me.
Well, as I told you earlier, I sat and read the recipes in my house the other night, and I was just thinking, oh, I want to make that, oh, I want to make that.
Oh, good.
Yes, and I love the idea of being able to reincarnate all of these different dishes.
Well, that's really what the secret is. You have to take the leftover dish. This dish here is called French chicken, and it's an actual piece. It's cooked. I'm just reheating it.
Okay.
And it's a leftover. And I'm going to take that and convert it into a whole different dinner.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay.
I'm excited to see this.
What I want to show you is ordinarily when I make this dish and I turn it into a pot pie, it goes into an individual little bowl like this, individual servings. I'm going to show you what that is.
Okay.
And then I'm going to deconstruct this to show you how to make it to go in there.
Fabulous.
Okay, so
now before don't leave me yet. Don't leave me. Before you do it, I want to ask you really quickly. I want to ask you because when I was reading the book, I was just curious. Was this book born out of asking yourself these questions? How do I make something good out of what I made last night? And people moaning and groaning, oh, we have leftovers tonight.
Yeah.
Is that how it started?
Yeah, in a way. Between that and I'm retired now, so I have to eat all the leftovers. So, so I had to come up with something for me that I would appreciate.
Right.
And plus, when I was working, I had an entire crew of younger people who didn't know how to boil water.
Oh, great.
So I figured, well, if I'm going to show them how to make dinner, I should show them what to do with what's left in the pan.
Very smart. And now you're living here in Albuquerque now, but I hear your accent sounds a lot like mine. Where are you originally
Long Island.
from? Okay, see, New York, New Jersey,
there you
Long
go.
Island. That I heard water because I get laughed
water
at for saying it. Yes. Okay, so now I'll let you go. I'll let you go to the oven. You can go now. You're released. You're going to bring us back what you already have going. And this, by the way, smells fantastic. It really smells good in here. So this is just a plain chicken breast that you've got sitting here with, looks to me like carrots, peas.
Well, the carrots and the celery start out in the original recipe.
Oh, okay.
To mix it up a bit, you put pearl onions and peas in it. Okay, and then you take your chicken out real quick.
Okay.
And you cut it up into bite-sized pieces. Where'd my fork go?
Here, we can get you another one. There's lots of forks.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect. So now, right now, you just took this out of the oven.
This is what the pot pie looks like. Okay, now we're going to deconstruct it.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take the chicken out.
Looks good. How long did you have that cooking for?
Oh, about 25 minutes.
Okay. That's easy.
So, yeah.
Now, that's 25 for reheating, or that's 25 from the beginning?
From the beginning.
Okay.
Once you start reheating it in the sauce, you can really keep it on a simmer for as long as you need to.
Perfect.
So we're just going to cut this up in bite-sized pieces. You can actually thicken this if you'd like. I'm not going to do it. But you would use a slurry. You know what a slurry is?
No, what's a slurry?
Slurry is when you take I do a lot of cooking with coffee cups.
Okay.
So I take a coffee cup, put some water in it, add a little cornstarch, mix it up. Make sure it's boiling, put it in, and it'll thicken right up.
Oh, so that's called a slurry?
It's called a slurry.
Sounds healthier than a slushy.
And it's really easier than a roux.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. At least in my mind. My husband and I argue about that all the time.
Well, and a roux is also a butter-based, correct? So there's probably a little more health content this way.
Yeah, I do think so. Although I will tell you, I do use a lot of butter.
Well, you
saw that.
You have to make it fun and tasty.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
It's all about the butter.
But it's nice to know there's options.
So, we got our chicken cut up, basically. Okay. Great knife skills, huh?
Oh, please, let's not talk about knife skills because you schooled me on that one.
All right, so we need to change the flavor.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to add 2 dashes of white Worcestershire. Do you use white Worcestershire?
I never used white. I only use it on burgers usually. We made burgers the other day, and
this is white.
This is white. I've never done white. I didn't even know they made it.
It has a totally different flavor. Okay, and then to make it a little bit spicier, and put a little nutty sweet flavor in it, you put sweet vermouth in.
Ooh, vermouth, yum.
And I use this in a lot in my gravies.
So now you're basically, what you're doing is you're taking what could have just been a simple chicken dish and you're just changing up the flavor.
You change up the flavor, you never know it's a leftover.
Love that.
Yeah, that's
You don't
the
have to tell people either.
No. You don't have to tell people you had that for dinner last night when you're giving it to them.
No, and you don't have to tell them that you have more vermouth than you would in a martini either. You don't have to tell them that.
Well, actually, this is vermouth that you wouldn't put in a martini.
I figured as much.
Yeah. This is sweet vermouth, and I happen to like sweet chicken dishes.
Yes, me too.
So
Marsala is a good sweet chicken dish. I like that.
I make a good Marsala. You should read that recipe.
Yes, I passed through it, so don't worry. I'm telling you, Karen, I'm going to be trying these.
And you know, actually, there is on my website.
Yes.
There's a picture of my Marsala.
Oh, there is.
Because this is a paperback book, what I did was I created a website and put all the photos on the website.
Oh, good. Let's put the website up because we want to be able to see where we can go to see all those pictures. There we go. Very easy.
Yeah.
Karen Gins at MSN.
No, that's my email.
Oh, that's your email. That's to send you a note. Okay,
yeah.
So if you want to send her a personal note, Karen Gins at MSN.com.
Right.
But the actual website is your full name, KarenGinsberg.webs.com. Yes, so don't forget the 2 dots. .webs.com.
And I have to tell you, I had as much fun making that website as I did writing the people. Actually, I think that might have been even more fun because this is creative, but that was hugely creative.
Oh yes, and as we were just talking about, technology is so big now, and it's really the window to the world. So it's fabulous.
Yeah. So
okay, so now you've just put your chicken back in the pan.
Yeah, we're going to bring it up to temperature, and it's ready to go.
Great smell. Great smell.
So how do we deconstruct it? I'll show you.
Okay, yes, deconstruct.
See, this what we have on top of this pot pie is a piece of pastry. Okay, you just buy it frozen.
The fattening part. It's so good.
I love it.
That's my favorite.
You put the pastry in the top, and you just stick it in the oven and cook it. But if you don't have time to cook it, use pastry shells.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're also frozen, and you just take them out, stick them in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes.
That's it.
Usually
they come in and there's all different kinds. You can get the Pepperidge Farms or whatever.
Well, that's what this is.
That's what I used to. That's why I recognized it.
There we go.
We're on the same page.
Great minds think alike.
Yes. So you take that, you just put it on the oven. You said 400 degrees? For how long?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay. And now we're taking this dish and we're making it brand new.
Exactly.
The first reincarnation.
Exactly. There won't be a second one, I don't think.
Yes, let's just keep it at 1. I like that. And okay, so now what's our next step?
That's it. We're done.
And we just pour this in?
We just put it over. We spoon it out. I have a big spoon somewhere. Here we go. Pour it over.
This is so simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
You'll find that just about everything in there is simple. You know?
Well, what I also like that you do in the book, I wanted to also mention, is what you do is you basically you give options. Like, for instance, like on this page, I just actually turned to it. You say this is a great dish for anyone who's following a low-carb diet.
Right.
So you're giving people options based on their own personal needs and their personal diets.
That's the other thing that I want to stress about cooking. You know, everybody likes some things, and everybody there are things they just simply don't like.
Exactly.
And if you don't like it, don't put it in the recipe.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
So if you like tarragon, put it in. If you don't put it in. Use chives instead. Do whatever you want to do.
Right.
This whole book is written with the idea that take the recipe and make it good for you.
And that's such a great point. And that's really, in general, I think, with cooking, is that, yeah, there are certain boundaries and certain good guidelines to follow, but at the end of the day, there really are no rules.
No. And
you
actually,
make your own.
I think I wrote in there at one point, maybe in the very beginning, about that nothing is set in stone.
That's right. You did. That's where I got that from, too. You know, I'm telling you, I really did read through it. I even you even have a bruschetta recipe in here. I mean, there's so much, and I like that what you do is you also give the list of what the things the necessities you need to be able to create these leftover new meals.
My husband is fond of saying I can make something from nothing, and the reason why I can is because I have a well-stocked pantry, and that's all included in there.
And where can people get the book?
It's available on my website with a link to Publish America, the publisher.
Great.
It's also on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Perfect.
Online.
Very good. And you can
Please
also
check out the website, though. I'm so proud of it. Become a member.
I will check it
Be
out.
a guest.
I will become a member. I'm excited. And I will also let everybody know that on Casa.com today, this recipe will be up. It's not going anywhere. We'll also have a link to the segment so you can watch the process. And again, you know, this is a really good idea because everybody's every day thinking, oh, I just cooked last night. I don't feel like doing it again tonight. And I want to just have leftovers, but everybody moans and groans and wants something new. So this is the way to do it.
This is the way to do it. Just switch it up, change it around a little bit,
and you've got yourself a good meal. Take a look at this. Can you guys see how good this looks? Look at this. I mean, and it's totally different than just having the plain chicken breast, which is great.
Yeah.
And this also gives you all the food groups, I noticed, too, because you have your pastry, you have your vegetables, and you have your protein. And I like it, and I'm ready to taste it. And we will do that when we come back. We'll be right back.